bum 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 jingle bells too. Are we ready, sweet peas?
You are listening to Breakfast with Tiffany with your host, Tyffanie Morgan.
That's right, sweet peas. It's me. It's me, Miss Tyffanie Morgan. Bum. Bum. Well, hello there, my little sweet peas, my little love muffins from all around the big blue world. This is your hostess, Miss Tyffanie Morgan, calling to you live from Kingston, Ontario, Canada, the home of limestone and the home to me, Miss Tyffanie Morgan. That's right, drag queen extraordinaire. So, if you have the pleasure of seeing me on my socials right now, I may be wearing an ugly sweater and a little chapeau. A little dollar store chapeau, with the sequins, like that little kind of Santa kind of hat that you see with the sequins on it. It's pretty good. Hey there, Corey. Hello. So welcome to the program. So you're listening right now to CFRC 101.9 FM here in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Again, home of limestone, home to me, Tyffanie Morgan. And thank you for listening to the program. So in this program, it's sometimes it's a little diatribe. Today's probably going to be a little diatribe. It's just me talking away, kind of sharing my experiences, and I hope you can relate to my experiences, because as a Kingstonian, and if you don't, I hope you find it very entertaining. So thank you so much for listening in here. The show is not over. It's just beginning. I just want to set the parameters down, just lay it all down in there. And as you can tell, I'm as I mentioned already, I'm in my ugly sweater and my Christmas chapeau, my Christmas hat. And that's because, hey, I work from home. And I would never wear this in the office, but now that I'm at home, I can do whatever I want. Working from home, you know what I mean? I can wear this, and then I've had, whatever, I don't know, it's like at least a half dozen, I feel like it's been a half dozen video conference calls already this morning, on the internets and stuff. Not really video conferencing, but what's the word I'm looking for? Teams meetings and stuff like that. So that's already happened today, and I'm, hey, might as well just get into the festive spirit. I have a little Christmas tree, so with work, because we used, in the before times, I had a cubicle. I worked in an office building. Yeah, shocking. Yeah, drag queens here in Kingston, they tend to have, a job that pays the bills. First and foremost, this isn't necessarily like doing drag shows is not, or whatever a drag art form that you're doing doesn't really pay the bills here in Kingston. I know a few performers, and I'm sure you know a few performers too who off RuPaul's Drag Race who do it full time. However, us little city queens, we kind of have to, support ourselves with the day job. So the day job was an office job that I had. Really good office job, I would say. Nice little cubicle. And I had boxes of decorations. So there was 2 boxes. There was one box with a Christmas tree in it. For those who are watching the live stream, there's the Christmas tree. There was a Christmas tree. I bought that at Target when Target was open here in town. And it's been the office Christmas tree. I put it up in the cubicle or in a common space if people are comfortable with it. And then the other box was more decorations and stuff. And I have no idea where it is right now. But as part of the measures for COVID measures in an office building, there has to be social distancing. So most of us are working from home, but a few people who are critical who can't really do their jobs at home, and that's very few and far between. So they're still working in the office, but all spaced out. So it was important for us to all clear out our cubicles of all items and stuff like that to accommodate people to be able to sit there and then also be able to sanitize, So clean surfaces. It's all about the minimalistic kind of approach here. So clean, defined surfaces, no clutter, blah blah blah. So I brought everything home. I'm like, hey, let's just be kind to my neighbors, be kind to my coworkers, and not let give them some leg room. Don't be kicking any boxes and stuff. So we brought it all home, and I like that. It's been good. It's been good. So I've been able to put the Christmas tree up in the temporary home office, using air quotations here, the temporary home office, which is one of the spare bedrooms, and the mattress up against the wall. I'm sure you have the vision. You can picture it right now. There's there's the desk, the double monitors, the headset, because you need the headset, the cameras and stuff, and then the bed was taken apart and leaning up against the wall just to give me some space to be able to just twirl around in my chair, swivel in my chair. So yeah. So I'm thinking about those coworkers. I'm thinking about those coworkers who are in the office. I just chatted with some of them, and their spirits seem pretty high. But it seems like a lot of people's spirits are a little low at this time of season, and I think it's well, obviously this is a different holiday season for most people, right? Some of us are working from home. Some of us aren't able to visit friends and family because that involves travel or involves, um, hanging out with people who may have high risks of contracting COVID. Well, a high risk of uh, secondary sort of things. I'm trying to fumbling with my words here, but you don't necessarily want to visit great grandma and great grandpa or something like that if you don't know for sure your status of COVID and stuff like that. So it's as and you can't. No one's really going out and shopping, buy local, as they tell us, curbside pickups and all that kind of stuff. So it's a trying year, and I'm glad to see some of my coworkers are really into the spirit, even though they can't be together with their friends and families per se. Um, some not so they're not doing so well, and I think it's important as a coworker to reach out and just be like, hey, um, it is a tough time, but let's you know um just try to reach out. Yeah, yeah, sorry, as I fumble with my words here. I think it's important to do that with your friends and family too. Like, I know some people get really caught up in the fear of getting COVID or spreading COVID. But reaching out to them on the telephone or on the video or whatnot, or even social distancing, it's something to be done this year. Something to be done, and I'm sure some of my neighbors will do something too, because I do live in the McBurney Park neighborhood area as well. So I'm sure something will be good. I'll probably hear some caroling, some social distance caroling somewhere. But yeah, it's a tough time. But there is light. As I was focusing on the negative, there is light at the end of the tunnel. There's light. Like, there's a potential for multiple vaccines in 2021. Yes, they're not going to help us for this year, this Christmas, or this New Year's, or this Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate during this holiday season, or even just, nothing at all, but it's a great time to hang out with friends and family because there's some statutory holidays for most people. But yeah, so we may not be able to do that this year, but there is hope. There is hope. And I know some of the news media coming out of Britain is kind of shying away. There's some talks about the one vaccine that if you have um, severe allergies, you may not want it. Like, whatever. Yeah, these things. Of course, these vaccines. Uh, you know, Sometimes there's side effects and stuff like that. Let's not go down that road because I am a true vaccine person. Let's all get vaccinated. Herd immunity. I believe in it all. I believe in it all. And but there's light at the end. There's multiple vaccines on the go and potentially being launched in 2021 here in Canada and around the world. So I'm looking forward to that. And then once we have enough of those vaccines out there, we can all just get out of the house again. Let's just get out of the house again. I wonder what it's going to be like. I wonder what it's going to be like in the we keep talking about the new normal. This is the new normal, but will it continue? Will it continue? Will we still be wanting to do online stuff? Are we still going to be wanting to be social distancing? Are we still going to see that? Or are we going to see a complete 180? A complete 180 and people are just socializing and getting out more and getting in person more? Will we see, like here in Kingston, will we see live music or live theater or whatever have a renaissance because people have that need to get out? Or will there still be the new markets for online, well, in shopping and stuff like that too? Or will people just still stay to the virtual? I don't know. I don't know. I wonder what it's going to be like. I just wonder. But when we get the vaccine, we can do whatever we want. So we can do whatever we want. Oh my word! Yes, I was talking to my branch director this morning, and we were talking about messaging for the branch, and that was one of the key things. Like, so long 2020, goodbye 2020, goodbye and hello 2021. There's light, there's hope, and I really look forward to that. However, I really don't look forward to going back to the office. I really like the home office. I really like it. I love working from home, and I can do it fairly successfully with my work. So that is a blessing. Some people, unfortunately, not. But hopefully, especially the broadband internet in rural areas. There are parts of Kingston or the surrounding areas that have very little broadband internet. I have a coworker of mine who lives not that far from here, and she is in a pocket somewhere. It's like, I don't know. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. there is no internet. She had to get satellite internet. And that is a bit spotty when you're trying to do a video conference. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Oh my word. Oh my word. All right. So I've been chatting on and on and on about Christmas and what's going on and stuff like that. Let's talk a bit more about upcoming events, shall we? Let's talk about upcoming events. All right, sweeties. So I am going to outn.ca, your source for LGBTQ plus events in Kingston and the surrounding area. That's right. So right now you're listening to Breakfast with Tyffanie. Yay! And then there are 2 Ho Ho Holiday Drag Spectaculars. Yes, let's, because I am hosting these, so. The Ho Ho Holiday Drag Spectacular. So there's a show on the Friday, December the 11th. That's this Friday. There's also another show on the Saturday, December the 12th. Doors open at 8. Show starts at 9. And this is a fundraiser for Rainbow Railroad. And I'll talk more about that later on in the program here. But two fabulous shows. So the first show we have, so it's me, Tyffanie Morgan, and Peaches hosting both shows. The first one we have Corky. We also have Dare de la Femme, and we have Lilith Kane. And in the second one, on the Saturday one, we have Rowena, Lilith, and Vinny Von Vinci. So Dare and Vinny Von Vinci, some fabulous drag kings. Like, wow, wow, wow. And then the drag queens, yeah, like Corky, love the look, love the look. Rowena, she may be trying to sell something. I'm not too sure. Lilith is getting some praise there. She's been doing some online stuff and some makeup, and some of her makeup is like, wow, beautiful and crazy. So yeah, she's gonna be on stage as well. We're all gonna be there at the Renaissance in the lower salon. Tickets are $20 per seat at a table. So buy tables with your social circle, with your close contacts and stuff like that. So most of the tables are four people to a table. The Friday show, so someone was asking me, and they're like, "Oh, can teens come with an adult?" And normally drag shows, let me tell you, normally drag shows are a little adult in nature. But we do have some youths coming to the Friday night show, and I've asked the performers to tone it down a little bit more appropriate for youth. So if you do have a teenager and they want to, and you're accompanying them as well, I want to make sure to accompany them. The Friday night show would be the one for you. So and again, proceeds are going to Rainbow Railroad. So that's Friday and Saturday. Also on Saturday is Beers for Queers, and that's at the Tirnanog. On the 15th at 5 p.m., there's Gender Talk. I think I know the host here on CFRC 101.9 FM. And then let's go even further into the future here. So Thursday the 17th, we have Queer Prom Radio Show, which is great, a program here on CFRC 101.9 FM. We have the Ho Ho Home for the Holidays, which will be an online programming by Rowena Way on Friday the 18th. And also for Rowena as well, I just want to plug, because I'm also participating with that. So there's a New Year's Eve dinner and show. So let me just get more information about that. It's called So Long 2020. So long, farewell, la vida and good night. Dun, 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 dun. She works hard for her money. Do, 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 do. So hard for her money. I don't know where that came from. Don't ask me. So that's on the 31st of December. So that's a dinner and drag show, and that's at the Four Points Sheraton. Tickets are on Eventbrite. On Eventbrite, it's called So Long 2020, and it's hosted by Rowena Way. So yeah, take a look at that. Tickety boo. I'll be there. I think I'm performing. I know I'm definitely doing the lighting. But that's the one thing about drag in Kingston. You have to have multiple hats. You really have to have multiple hats. And like what you're doing and stuff. So what do I mean by multiple hats? Let me step back. I didn't even program this. I didn't even write this on my sheet here, but because it's a small town. Quite often, and I'm sure this is true for any kind of bands or any kind of theater groups out there. You kind of have to have multiple hats. You kind of have to know everything involved in your craft. A little bit of everything involved in your craft. So what I do is so I'm a drag queen, yes. So I get up on stage and lip sync to other people's music. Hashtag not COVID. Okay. And but because I'm in Kingston, so I have to have a little bit of event planning skills, right? So I have to, because no one is necessarily booking me, so I have to, find things for myself. So I book myself and other performers to do the shows. I also do the DJ work. So I'm, get the audio ready with the speakers, the mixer, and then the lighting as well. I have a lighting rig and stuff like that. So I do all that and the event planning, and it can be a bit tiring. And then the advertising too, which I may not do very well. I get criticized every now and again. They're like, I didn't hear about this. I'm like, I created a Facebook event. That's that's what I did. Subscribe to my email list on dragshow.ca. Oh, speaking of which, so the Ho Ho Holiday Drag Spectacular, you can buy tickets on dragshow.ca. That's dragshow.ca. And where was I going with that? Yeah, so you have to be a master in nothing and a handy person in every other little aspect of performances. So where was I going with that? I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh my word! So holidays music is already out. Obviously. Um, what kind of music do you like to listen to? Uh, when for me to get into the holiday spirit, I have to listen to some oldies that have that crackling that their old vinyl albums and stuff like that. I grew up with that. So mom would bring out the vinyl albums, and there were some collections of holidays past. I'm pretty sure there was a Bing Crosby. Like, hello, everyone must have had a Bing Crosby Christmas album somewhere on them. And as a kid, we would put them onto the record player. That may be the one and only time we turned the record player on, but those albums would start playing. I remember the one album had a cover of these candles in like an oil. They used to have these like oil wick sort of things. They just kind of float in a bowl of oil, and they're lit. Very very not health and safety today. Very not. Back then, yeah, go right ahead, but not today. uh, but yeah, so when I wanted to get into the spirit, quite often I'm listening to Bing Crosby, Ella Fitzgerald. Like, oh my goodness sakes, Ella has so many Christmas songs, and I do tend to perform to Ella Fitzgerald songs, and I'll probably do a few of them, like White Christmas and the Christmas Song or whatever it is. But also, I've really fallen in love with Annie Lennox's Christmas album, the Cornucopia. Um, and I try to do some of the songs. Sometimes performing Christmas, it's interesting choosing the songs for a drag show performance. Quite often, you're choosing parodies. Or someone else who's done a funny song. So there's a lot of RuPaul kind of, I saw Daddy kissing Santa Claus. And then there's a few other parodies out there, and there's a few other drag queens who've done songs. Jackie Beat has a really good version of I Saw Daddy Kissing Santa Claus that I tend to do. Unfortunately, that's not not child appropriate. Definitely an adult audiences. But yeah, so it's interesting. There's so much Christmas music out there. It is quite the genre. I vaguely remember, because unfortunately I do record these programs in my home studio, so I haven't been down to CFRC in such a while. But I remember there was a whole a category of Christmas music there. But yeah, so yeah, and you're not listening to Christmas music now, so we can talk about it. Like, this is a safe space. We can talk about it. But yeah, what did you grow up with? What did you grow up? Did you grow up with the old albums, the Bing Crosby's, or did you grow up with who knows what? I can't even think of what other people might have experienced for Christmassy sort of music and stuff like that. I will say one thing that I did have listed here, and it's the decorating. I just love decorating. So, like I said, I have the work Christmas tree up here. Oh, jingle jangle, jingle jangle. I can shake it. I can shake. It's safe. It's safe. There's some bells on it. And the candy slide. So I had a candy slide for Halloween to give out candy. And of course, what do you do with it afterwards? What do you do with the candy slide afterwards? I had this huge, like, 10-foot tube. I had no idea what to do with it. No idea. It was just sitting on the front porch. I'm like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? And then, boom, boom, I had inspiration. Thank you, Dollar Store, for the red ribbon. The tube was white, red ribbon. Hey, look, I just made the North Pole. Just wrap that red ribbon all the way around in a spiral on the tube, and then point it up, and there you go. There's the North Pole. I was so proud of myself. It's sitting there. I love it. It's great. Oh, I'm just getting some chat here. You. So I'm just talking to Corky here, and they're saying that they pick songs in September. For drag songs, you pick songs in September. Hey, so that's good planning ahead of time. That's very good planning ahead of time. And classic Christmas songs. Yeah, the classic Christmas songs. Like, do they even play Christmas? Like, I remember in public school, we would learn some of the Christmas songs. Like, really young kids, you'd learn like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, that sort of song. What other sort of thing? Oh, Frosty the Snowman. Hey, Frosty the Snowman. That's very non-religious. Frosty the Snowman. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So, yeah, when I think about Christmas, I think about music and merriment, and maybe that's something that we can all focus on this year. If we're not able to be together with friends and family, maybe we can be together in music online, sharing some music online with others, as long as it's appropriately shared. Rights reserved, reserved rights. Oh. I'm drying up here. So, I forgot to even talk about Rainbow Railroad. So, Rainbow Railroad is a fabulous charity out there that saves LGBTQI lives around the world. And we're fundraising right now for Rainbow Railroad. So, if you feel inclined, and the Ho Ho Holiday Drag Spectacular shows, those are fundraisers for Rainbow Railroad as well. Rainbow Railroad. Sorry, the voice is going. But if you can go to donate.rainbowrailroad.org/fabulous, and that's FABULOUS. So donate.rainbowrailroad.org/fabulous. You can even go to dragshow.ca, and we have links back to our fundraising page with Rainbow Railroad. But we're trying to raise enough money to help save an LGBTQI life out there. It takes quite a bit of money. $10,000 on average will save a life out there. Also, if you are inclined, because we are on CFRC 101.9 FM here on, if you feel inclined to donate to help with this local programming, it's all local. I'm in Kingston. This is in Kingston. Go to cfrc.ca/donate now. So that's cfrc.ca/donate now. If you want to buy tickets to the Ho Ho Holiday Drag Spectacular for Friday or for Saturday, go to dragshow.ca, and proceeds go to Rainbow Railroad, which is an awesome charity. So, Sweet peas, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go. It is that time. It is that time. So wherever you are, I hope you stay safe. Give your friends a ring, give your family a ring, and here's hoping the bright new 2021. All right, sweet peas. I'll talk to you later.